of my passions is tracking, and what I've learned is that it's one of the oldest sciences in the world. And if you think about it, that science has been replicated 100 times. All of us in today's modern world are tracking something. We are tracking numbers if we're in accounts, we're tracking consumer trends, we're tracking opportunities, we're tracking sports results, we're tracking fitness or health or nutrition, depending on whichever industry you're in. And what I've learned about tracking is that it is the perfect combination of the left and the right brain. So a good tracker has to be able to remember stuff from 40 years ago. It has to be able to remember that this print was a Cape clawless otter. It may not have seen that otter ever since, but for 40 years it's known exactly what the track looks like. And that's all a function of the left brain. It's memory, it's a data warehouse, it's able to go back and reclaim that memory at any point in time. And fundamentally, a good tracker has to know the difference between a black rhino and a white rhino squirrel, because if you think you're following black rhinos and you're actually following white rhinos, you're going to get a very different outcome. So left brain is ultimately hugely important for a good tracker. But an excellent tracker also uses the right brain, the intuitive sense of where the animal might be, what is it doing, what might it do next, where could it possibly go, what happens when other tracks get in the way, what happens when other tracks confuse that animal. It has an impact on the animal's behavior. And so a good tracker will identify spoor, but a great tracker will be able to follow that spoor and actually find the animal. And so for me, it's been an analogy around what is it that we track in our own lives. Do we track numbers? Do we look for signs that aren't there, that should be there? How intuitive are we when we think about the things that have impacted on our own life? Do we track about trends? Do we track about relationships? What are we noticing and what are we not noticing? Where are our levels of awareness? And ultimately, if we have no energy, it's very, very difficult to track anything. So what I've thought about is that if energy is crucial to our ability to track, and that means tracking all the things in our life, then what is it that's going to get my energy up if I'm going to be a good tracker? And energy is crucial to everything. What got me thinking was also what kind of tracks do I leave? And especially for the people that are important to me.